What's up, YouTube? Today we are working on the Cat. I didn't get to record. I forgot. I just walked into Napa Auto Stores. Right here, I came to get me some paint, some sanding paper, a scuffy, and then some of this sanding paper as well. So I got some paper, I got some clear coat, I got primer, and I got some white paint. Because what I'm gonna be doing, guys, is I'm gonna be painting the cat eye. It's a color match. So I ended up buying a whole new front end, guys. I bought a brand new grill, not a brand new grill, but parting out a truck. I had a clean OEM HD grill, a clean OEM HD bumper, so with the fog lights and the valance slip and all of that. So I went ahead and I bought it. It's just not the color of my truck. It's like a greenish, bluish right now. So I'm gonna be doing, guys, is I'm gonna be sanding it down and then getting it ready for paint instead of working on the other bumper, because honestly that other bumper is trash. I'm probably gonna just save it for whenever I crash one of the burnout trucks and have an extra bumper there. I'm not gonna be using that bumper again. It's not gonna look clean, and I would just be wasting my money trying to fix that bumper. So I'd rather just work on a clean canvas, restart the whole process. So part one of me painting front bumper. So as you can see, we already came to Napa. We're in the Trackhawk right now. Now what we're gonna go do now is we're gonna head on back home and we're gonna start sanding this bumper down. Pretty cold out here, guys. It's 25 degrees right now. It is 10 in the morning. At least try to prep it down, guys, because I don't think I'm gonna be painting right now because it's probably a little too cold and the paint probably won't stick. So what I'm just gonna do today is probably just prep it up and get it ready for paint and then put the truck together. Let's head on home, start taking the bumper off as well, getting it prepared, prep it for paint. Maybe if it gets a little warmer today, I'll go ahead and spray it. But if not, we'll just wait till it gets warmer and I'll just have it ready to, to be painted. So what's today's gonna consist of, guys? Let's go head on home, get this front end put back together because that truck needs to get worked on already. It's just been chilling and I need to do something with it. So let's get on home. We're back from the store. I told you previously we're gonna be doing the color match on this truck. Was gonna fix this bumper, but as you can see, it has a lot of body work. It needs to be done. Honestly, it's too much time consuming. Luckily, I found a bumper for sale on Marketplace with the grill, so I won't be using this bumper or the grill the truck had before. I do have the bumper right here along with the grill, so shout out homie Gordo. He hooked it up with the grill and the bumper, and I also got the radiator support for my other truck. Yeah, this bumper is complete. So este bumper lo que le vamos a hacer, le vamos a lijar bumper pad and then all the chrome. We're gonna go ahead and sand it down so we can go ahead and color match it white. Do have to tape around. Could just take off the valance lid, but I'll just tape it around, sand it through it, and get some paint in there. But yeah, I don't feel like taking down the valance lip. So all the materials I went to go buy at Napa. I bought all this at Napa. I paid almost 200 bucks, like 170. I bought this Scotch-Brite right here, what we're gonna be using to sand down the paint and the chrome. This is a sanding paper we went ahead and got. It's got 320, 400, 600, and 800. We're gonna go ahead and use this to sand down this part right here. Take all the clear coat off, some of the paint, smoothing it out. That way we can go ahead and paint it. This is what we're gonna be using. As far as sanding down the chrome, guys, this is what we're gonna be using to sand down the chrome. It's an 80 grit. Para que pueda pegar la pintura, obviously need to sand it down, because if you try to go ahead and paint over it, it's not gonna stick. It's gonna drip and it's gonna look ugly. So this is very important, this step right here. I went ahead and I got edge primer, because you do need this edge primer to be able to paint over chrome. So este primer es muy importante para poder pintar sobre el cromo. So we got the edge primer. And then I got the clear coat right here. I got some white paint, guys. Hopefully it matches the truck. I got 3 cans of those. That way I can have enough. We are going to be color matching this front end with spray cans. So see how it turns out. I've done it before. Don't look too bad. It looks better than what it is now. This is the spray cans we're going to be using. It's an original GM color. It's original white. We're going to be also removing that front bumper because, like I said, we're not going to be using that no more. Ended up buying a whole complete bumper along with the grill. So the grill I do have there, I'll just have it for spares or I'll just sell it. All right, so the next step is going to be using the 80 grit sandpaper. I already went ahead and cut it in half because they are long. And then this is what we're going to be using. So I already kind of started it up here, but as you can see down here, it's still shiny. And on top, it's dual now. That's the look you're going for. You don't want it to be shiny no more, because if it's still shiny, the paint and the primer won't stick. So you're gonna do this a couple times. You're gonna go all over the bumper, make sure it's as dual as you can. You're probably gonna have to do it a couple times. Like I said, it's not gonna be on the first time, because you're gonna want to make sure that it's no longer shiny, because if you do not do this step right, this color match will go to shit. So you'll start having paint flaking, the paint will drip, and it'll just look ugly. This part is very important. Make sure you sand it down nice and clean. Make sure it's no longer shiny. It's got to be dual. Let's go ahead and finish sanding it down. As you can see, it's no longer shiny here. You could kind of see my hand, but not that good anymore. And that's what you want. You want to be able to take off all the shininess. Que quede bien liso. So before you install the paint, it sticks. Here, I haven't done it. Right here, I already did it. I'm still not done. Still got to get more in it. But I just wanted to show you guys the progress. And that's how it's looking. And when you're going to go ahead and clean it up, use some of this spray right here. Prep All. This right here removes any armor, any oil, and it prevents the paint from giving you fisheye or looking ugly or not sticking. So make sure you use this when you clean it. This cleans it really good. Takes any armor, oil, and all that shenanigans off. So, all right, guys, so I went to the gym real quick, so took a little bit. I did another pass on the chrome part. It's now all brushed looking, no longer shiny. All we're gonna do is we're gonna use this lija right here. That way we can start taking some of the scratches off the color matched part already and get it ready for primer. This is what's next. We're gonna do some body work. Like I said, this one has a little bit of scratches. That's the only reason why I'm gonna use this one, or I could just use a Scuffy. Some pretty deep scratches here, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock those out with one of these sanding papers. Do another pass on the chrome part because it's not completely how I want it. Let's go ahead and start sanding the top part off. So when I do primer it, I primer it all together. These are the results we want. As you can see, it's no longer shiny, and you want to scratch it up as much as you can. Not deep because these are not deep. This is just enough to take the shiny part off, but there's still a little bit shiny right here. So I'm gonna go hit it and hit it again. So I already went ahead, sanded down the bumper. That's how it's gonna look. As you remember previously it was shiny green. Now it just looks kind of grayish. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna clean down the bumper. That way I can take off all the dust off. It's gonna show me where it's still shiny. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hit the chrome again, clean it off again. And then we should be ready for some primer. Let it dry. While that dries, I'm gonna start working on the grill. So this is exactly why I tell you guys to clean it down. Because if you can see, I already cleaned it down, but there's still a lot of parts that are shiny. So if you were to spray over that, the paint's gonna fall off. It won't last. So make sure you have it well prepped before you go ahead and paint it. There's a lot of areas that still need to take some more sanding. So let's go ahead and do that. That way we can get it ready for primer. Make sure you guys sand these areas too on the inside of the bumper. Very important, because when you're washing this shit, it will start falling off through there and then it will just continue down. So this is very important right here. Sand it down nice and good. Then this is the first part I'm going to paint because it is on the bottom. So I primered it already. Gonna let it dry a little bit, add some white, flip the bumper around. I'm gonna do that on both sides. Prep the whole Valance slip so we don't get paint on it, and then primer the whole thing. Throw some paint, some clear coat, let it dry. So let me continue to do the process on this. Probably gonna add another coat of primer just in case on both sides. Go ahead and add some white, clear coat. Nah, I'll probably just add clear coat at the end. I'll just add some white, flip it. We already went ahead and masked it down. Before I start, I'm not a painter, I'm not a body man. I'm a construction worker, saving some bucks. Spent like $200 for this color match. So future viewers advised, no painter, letting that be clear right now. But anyways, let's get back to the process. We're ready for some primer. We already went ahead and cleaned it down. It's nice and smooth. As you can see, I smoothed out these edges. Fingers crossed, que nos quede bien. Already went ahead and give it a little 2 coats of primer. Looking good so far. Gonna let it dry a little bit. Prep it, get it ready for some paint. But this is very important, guys. For you guys that want to do color matches on your trucks with the spray can, you must put primer and you must sand it down like I showed you guys. Because if not, it's not going to stick. It's going to turn out really ugly. And right here, we got good results. It looks nice and primer. On primer, it looks pretty good. We got the edges nice and primered. No chrome. There's no chrome to be seen. So that means we're ready for some paint. Like I said, I'm not a painter, guys, so don't judge me. But here we are. You're also not supposed to be painting it outside because dirt can get on there. But I'm not about to paint inside the garage with my truck in there, so I know I don't want to take it out either. It's fucking dead. So yeah, I'll just paint it out here. Went ahead and used like 3 cans. I didn't think it was gonna take that much, but it did. Now it's ready for some clear coat. Just letting it dry a little bit, trying to beat the sun because the sun's coming down, so we need to beat the sun before it goes all the way through. Overall, it looks pretty clean. Like I said, I didn't do the body work on it, just sanded it down, got it ready for some paint. I could have added some Bondo and did a little bit of extra stuff, but nah, like that'll be cool, good enough. Might even be a burnout truck, so at the end of the day, I don't really care how it turns out. It's looking good so far. We got no paint drips, so now we're ready for some clear coat. It's looking nice and clean. What y'all think? Compared to the one it has right now, like, let's go check it out. Like, I did add some primer just to see if it was gonna cover some of the nasty shit, but it didn't. But look at this shit. Look at that shit. You see, y'all see that, all that paint drip? Like, this shit is bad. This is bad. Looks pretty good, honestly. Looks better in person. Doesn't even have clear coat yet, so it looks a little flat right now, but as soon as I add some clear coat, it's gonna turn out a lot nicer, a lot shinier. Nice and white. And then we're gonna add some nice clear coat. All right, so the sun is out already, but it looks pretty good overall. This is the clear coat I used, High Gloss 2K. This is the issue about painting outside. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little hair right there. I accidentally got on there. Overall, came out pretty good. What y'all think? What y'all think? Hit it with another clear coat, but since the sun's out, got cold already, I don't want it to drip on me or turn out ugly. Came out pretty good. Looks good. Looks better than what it's got right now for sure. I'm gonna let it dry now. Maybe tomorrow I'll hit it with another clear coat, clean it down again, and hit it with another sesh of clear coat. That way it can be super shiny. Looks really good. Like I said, compared to what it has, it looks really good. Tomorrow I'm gonna go ahead and finish the grill. I already prepped it. Pretty cold already, pretty late already, so I'm just gonna call it a day. And it's, so far I used all 3. Actually no, 2.5. I used 2.5. I got 1 still left, so I gotta go get some for the grill and the side mirrors, because I did order the cap on that one because it's a little cracked. But to be honest, y'all check that out, guys. That looks really good. A nice little polish, little buff down, you know, really be shiny. For being rattle canned, I think I did pretty good. Like I said, I'm not a painter, no soy pintor. Y pues, no me vayan a juzgar, don't judge me. Pero hay que darle el mamalón. Ahora nomás lo que falta es pues dejarlo que seque. A lo mejor le doy otro pasada mañana de clear coat y ya lo instalamos a la troca. So, ¿qué opinan? ¿Qué opinan? What y'all think? Y'all like it? Y'all think I got down for just spraying off a rattle can, spray can? I think I did. This one you can't really see the reflection that much either, and this is original paint, and that's the bumper I just painted. So still needs to dry. I probably another sesh of clear coat and it'll look pretty good. But what y'all think? I'll continue this vlog tomorrow. I gotta go to Napa, buy some more paint, get the grill painted, and then let that dry. Hopefully this is dry by tomorrow, that way you can install the bumper. Painting these side mirrors because they need a little bit of work. That one's cracked, so once that gets there, I'll go ahead and repaint them, and then I'm gonna take that hood off, install the new front end. Check out that fucking front end. Fuck yeah, compared to that that looks good. So yep, we'll continue it tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned.